Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DK. We'll talk about it.
Let's go a little bit off topic on this one here and talk about what it means to walk with your hands behind your back, according to psychology. And that explains the thumbnail, hands behind your back. Nobody's getting arrested here unless I arrest your attention for the next few minutes and cover this article by Nicolas Menier. By Nicolas, which was done yesterday on 8/31/2025. And it seems like a French article by the writing and the name. But let's look at that. If you're one who's known to walk with your hands behind your back often, now, of course, there are physiological reasons, which I'll probably touch on that a little bit. But generally speaking, if there's no physiological reason for you to walk with your hands behind your back, let's see what this article says about you. It says walking with your hands behind your back might seem just like another casual habit, but psychology says it reveals a lot about your emotional state and mental focus. This simple posture could be a window into how you process thoughts and feelings more than you might realize. Many of us stroll this way without a second thought, but understanding what this gesture means could provide surprising insights into your inner world and how your body reflects your mindset during quiet moments. Well, I call myself a paradigm whisperer. So, we're going to talk a little bit about your paradigm, your inner world, your mindset, your mental focus, your emotional state if you tend to walk with your hands behind your back. It says how walking with hands behind the back connects to thought and reflection. Experts in body language suggest that walking with your hands behind your back is often a sign of introspection and deep concentration. This posture supports focused thinking and allows your mind to wander inward without interruption. When people put their hands away from their field of vision, it helps them block out distractions and organize their thoughts. It's not just a relaxed position, it's a way your body cues your brain to slow down and reflect. This habit frequently emerges in moments when you're processing complex ideas or emotions. Being the paradigm whisperer, I'm expecting about 800 and some subscribers, getting close to 900. Help me out, you guys. Let's make it to 1,000. I'm expecting to see a whole bunch of people walking around with their hands behind their back while they're adjusting their paradigms from watching my videos. Just don't bump into each other head to head while you're doing it. But if you do, you'll say, "Oh, wow, you must subscribe to DK. We'll talk about it," because you had your hands behind your back with your head down thinking and you bumped into each other.
And if you like the content I'm providing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and then come back for more DK Will Talk About It.
Okay, moving on. What this posture reveals about your emotional state. There's a lot you can read into this classic pose. Common interpretations include internal reflection. Those who walk this way are often processing important ideas or decisions. Seeking mental clarity. Keeping the hands behind helps focus the mind by removing visual clutter. A contemplative attitude. You'll find this style common among teachers, scientists, or anyone who enjoys thinking while moving. I hope everybody enjoys thinking while moving so you don't bump into each other. Emotional calm. This gesture fosters a sense of tranquility and control in a chaotic world. Momentary isolation. It provides a sort of mental pause from everyday sensory overload. When I notice myself or others naturally slipping into this walk, it often coincides with a quiet moment of thoughtfulness. Or when dealing with stress, it's like the body's way of hitting a pause button for emotional balance. And I must say, putting the hands behind the back is something that I tend to do not as often as walking as I do standing. I hope my house is still getting repaired from the fire, but a habit of standing at the sliding glass door that faces out to a park and my hands behind my back, just looking out and looking up and thinking and praying and doing exactly what this thing is saying here, processing some serious stuff. And sometimes just chilling. Why our body language matters more than we think. The body doesn't just move randomly, it often expresses concerns and moods in ways words can't fully capture. Postures like walking with hands behind your back are a form of nonverbal communication that reflect what's happening inside us. In times of mental clutter or emotional overload, these small habits can help us regain focus and calm. They serve as anchors to steady our racing thoughts and reinforce our sense of control. From personal experience, simply changing how I hold my hands during a walk has sometimes shifted my mindset. It helped me feel more grounded and less anxious, proof that our body language shapes the brain's state more than we might expect. No argument there. How to use this gesture for your well being. And that's what my videos are about. Paradigm whisperer for the benefit of the listener. How's that sound? Next time you find yourself overwhelmed or in deep thought, try walking with your hands behind your back. Notice how it affects your mental clarity and emotional balance. It's an easy yet powerful way to support your brain's natural rhythms. Instead of rushing forward with clenched fists or fidgeting hands, letting your arms fall into this posture could invite a calmer, more thoughtful stroll. It's like giving yourself permission to reflect, focus, and regain emotional poise. Have you caught yourself walking like this when you're deep in thought? What feelings or ideas come up for you in those moments? Share your experience below. You might inspire others to pay closer attention to their own body signals and emotional rhythms. Now, of course, the link will be in the description on this one, and there's 104 thoughts on what it means to walk with your hands behind your back, according to psychology. Of course, there's some snide remarks in there too. But I'm offering this as just a little aside from what the norm is and not talking about money and finances and crypto and paper and all that stuff. And talking about our paradigms from the inside out, which is where the only place they can come, and how much a calmer, more thoughtful mindset will help you perhaps moving forward. You're going to need it. And notice this is this older gentleman. And generally speaking, older gentlemen, older ladies are a bit wiser than the young ones. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine sent me a text message from his son, my little buddy, and apparently they had a conversation while they were out together. And he sent me a text and it said, Dennis gets people to talk because he's old and old people are wise. Yeah, you gotta love it. Let's walk with our hands behind our back, not because the cops got a hold of us, but because we're giving some deep thought to our paradigm. I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It, and I've talked about it. Hands behind your back, and have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.